Lantapan. Lantapan, officially the Municipality of Lantapan, Bukid and Higaonon, Banuwa, Lantapan, is a first-class municipality in the province of Bukidnon, Philippines. According to the 2020 census, it has a population of 65,974 people. Lantapan is known as the vegetable basket of Mindanao. It used to be a barrio of Malaybalay until its creation by virtue of Republic Act No. 4787 enacted on 18 June 1968 as a separate municipality. Geography. The town is on a plateau in the heart of Bukidnon, situated between the Kalatungan and Kitinglad mountain ranges, after which its native name of Lantapan was derived, which means level on top. Lantapan is bounded on the north by the municipalities of Similao and Impasugong, east by Malaybalay City, south by Valencia City, and west by Talukeg. It lies above sea level at an average of and a maximum of the Kitinglad range. It has an aggregate area of 318.2 km2, mostly agriculture and forest lands. It has 6 river channels and 40 creeks and springs traversing across different points in the landscape. Lantapan is strategically located between 2 cities of Bukidnon, Malaybalay and Valencia. It can be reached via a lane crossing, which is a potential convergence zone of 4 cities: Iligan, Butu and Davao and Cagayan de Oro. Flora and fauna. Lantapan's virgin forests are home to a diverse variety of flora and fauna. There are orchids, berries, pitcher plants, lichens and a host of other wildflowers. A number of mammal species also thrive in the dense forests, including squirrels, monkeys, bats, flying lemurs, deer, tortoises and wild pigs, among others. The Philippine eagle Pithecanthropus jeffrey, along with other bird species such as the serpent eagle and sparrow hawk, takes its home within the empty Kitinglad range. Climate. The climatic condition of Lantapan is relatively cool and humid for Philippine standards, with winds blowing at a northward direction. The temperature around noon tends to be 5-7 degrees C cooler than nearby coastal areas to the north. November to April is relatively dry and May brings the start of the rains, which continue till October. Mountains of neighbouring towns in the north protect it from cyclone storms. Barangays. Lantapan is politically subdivided into 14 barangays and 68 sitios. Thermoprite equals 1.3 political map of Lantapan showing its barangays. Demographics. In the 2020 census, the population of Lantapan was 65,974 people with a density of. Originally, the Talandig were the main inhabitants of Lantapan. Then migrants from the Visayas and northern Luzon started to settle in the area even during the Spanish colonial period. More info took place after the Second World War. This stream of settlers eventually led to the varied mix of ethnic groups in Lantapan. Visayan is the predominant language, followed by Banuwa. 2010 census showed Lantapan's population have reached 55,934, with the population as the most populated barangay. Its population growth rate between 1980 and 1994.18% was well above the national rate of 2.3%. The Talandig, one of the 7 tribes of Bukidnon ancestral territory, is native to Barangay Sungkot, where the tribal ways and customary laws tried to be revived and preserved. A school for living tradition was built as an avenue for elders to teach the young the traditional Talandig way of life, including its history, rituals, music, arts, embroidery, dance, and literature. Other activities involved earth painting utilizing as well as a medium, singing and dancing to traditional music, and making musical instruments and indigenous accessories, among others. Economy. Agriculture. Lantapan is agri-based economy. Farming has remained a dominant economic activity among the Lantapanans. The major crops grown are corn, coffee, cabbage and potatoes, sugarcane and other high-valued crops, and bananas also becoming an important commercial crop. Lantapan is also home to 2 banana plantations, the Mount Kitinglad Agri-Ventures in Mcavi and the Dole Banana Plantation, with thousands of hectares of lands in the highland barangays of the town planted with export-quality bananas. The plantations started their operation in 1998 with thousands of residents of the municipality employed. Commerce. There are 428 commercial establishments registered at the licensing division of the municipality, 15 of which are classified under agro-industrial, manufacturing and servicing. Trading activities include wholesale buying of corn, coffee and vegetables by traders from within Lantapan, neighbouring towns in Bukidnon and Cagayan de Oro City. Finance. For finance, the informal credit or suki system prevails. In this arrangement, the trader is usually the suki who provides credit to and buys the products of the farmer. A few cooperatives and some barangays also extend small loans to their members. An Asian Hills Bank, located at the population and established in 1978, is owned by a private corporation. Its portfolio includes agricultural, commercial and real estate loans. Tourism. Kittinlad Mountain Range. The Kittinlad Mountain Range is a very significant landmark in the cultural history of the indigenous peoples of Bukidnon, with Mount Dulan considered as a sacred place. Being an ancestral domain, permission to enter must be secured from the tribal leaders of the Talandig tribe of Lantapan in deference to the free, prior and informed consent ethic mandated under the upper law. The long trek to Mount Dulan's summit goes through virgin dense forests, home to old trees covered with moss and lichens. At the highest peak, there is a panoramic view of the entire Kittinlad Range, and on clear days the distant Malaybalay. Sitio Balogan and Barangay Sonko of Lantapan is the shortest route towards the major start point to the peaks of Mount Kittinlad with an elevation of above sea level, and Mount Dulan with an elevation of above sea level, which is the country's second highest mountain next to Mount Depo at above sea level. Cinchona Forest Reserve. The Cinchona Forest Reserve was established through a presidential proclamation in 1936 and now forms part of the protected area of the Mount Kittinlad Range Natural Park. It is home to the Cinchona plantation, established at Barangay Cotuin in 1929 and said to be the only of its kind left in Asia and the Pacific where the medicinal plant Cinchona legion is grown. Cinchona is a medium-sized tropical tree that can grow up with a diameter, is a source of quinine that is used for malaria treatment. The farm covers an area of where 7 Cinchona tree species are found and is planted mostly with albis of Falcateria equals Falcateria mollicona and other medicinal trees. Located above sea level, the area is considered as the coldest place in Bukidnon, with temperatures ranging from Banahanago Forestry Farm. The Banahanago Forestry Farm, located at Sitio Balogan, Barangay Sonko on the slopes of Enti Kittinlad, is a learning institution for farmers, agriculturists and rural development workers. Situated some above sea level, it cultivates various forest species such as Caribbean pine trees, lawan, fulcata, bocca, and eucalyptus. Fruit trees are also planted in the area, with vegetables sown in between. Farm animals such as carabaos, horse, goats, sheep, hogs and other livestock animals are grown in the farm together with honeybees and tilapia. The farm also offers facilities for lodging to visiting tourists, researchers, scientists and mountaineers. Barangay Cotuin is also home to 8 conjoint waterfalls, 7 waterfalls pouring its contents onto another waterfalls. This conjoint waterfall is supplied by the Kilolasaham River and situated 5 kilometres from the barangay proper of Cotuin called Block 2. Health Services. The Rural Health Unit RHU maintains 1 central health unit and 14 barangay health stations. The RHU provides medical, dental, family planning and laboratory services. Recently, it has started to provide special care and rehabilitation to malnourished children. 1 privately owned clinic for urgent care or minor cases and 2 registered mini-pharmaceutical stores are found in the population. Potable water is distributed through individual installations of 3,958 households. A feasibility study is being developed for the establishment of an improved and modern water system for Lantapan, which entails tapping the Kilosan and Sonko water sources for an estimated flow of 45,018.106 ca cubic meter per hour. Security. Lantapan is generally peaceful. Security in the area is ably maintained by the local police force. Trained civilian forces, the Bantay Bayan and the Civilian Volunteer Organisation CVO in the barangays also provide support to crime prevention. Education. Presently, there is a total of 24 primary, elementary and secondary schools in Lantapan. These schools serve approximately 7,000 children. Daycare centres under the Department of Social Welfare and Development provide preparatory education to preschoolers in the barangays.